They say one tool can't make much difference. You'll hear things like, it's too risky to change. We built an integration. It'll be a nightmare to migrate. Or my favorite one, it's just going to be another expense that doesn't improve results. I've heard them all before and I'm still hearing them today. But let me tell you about this one agency we worked with that not only added $350,000 to their monthly recurring revenue, they also achieved a multi-million-dollar exit. How is this agency different from the rest? Let me tell you, they're not that different, and you have a good chance of making it working for you too. I believe the biggest risk in running an agency is actually not changing. Just look at how the market has drastically changed over the last few years. You need a tool that helps you navigate those changes instead of getting stuck in the past. This agency we worked with was struggling to get their lead generation. They needed to produce results fast, or they would be churning more clients than they could replace and go out of business. They ran their entire outreach operation using standard cold email platform, which was, safe to say, inefficient for their needs. Imagine this, they went out of their way to try different platforms that promised them big results, investing more than $700,000 over 2 years to make it work. When they tried a well-known tool in the space, the number of meetings booked dropped by 95%, and they lost a lot of clients because of it. No kidding, that alone should have explained why they were about to fail. But the problem wasn't that they didn't know how to do cold outreach. It's that those tools they use were built for solo founders running basic outbound campaigns, not for performance-based agencies handling dozens of clients with multiple campaigns and hundreds of inboxes that needed to be monitored constantly for deliverability. These tools were not optimized for maximum deliverability. They didn't help you manage multiple clients' campaigns quickly. The stats were vague, and visibility of who did what was actually pretty poor. Add bad support on top of that, and good luck getting results. At some point, the agency decided to team up with us and move to QuickMail. With QuickMail being built with agencies' need in mind from the beginning, it was a perfect match for them. They used everything we had: inbox rotation, auto warmer, tags, custom attributes, you name it. With QuickMail's superior deliverability, they finally had a reliable system that could easily scale to their needs. They imported leads automatically, straight from Google Spreadsheet, managed all their replies in a unified inbox, performed lots and lots of A/B testing, and unlocked key insights with our advanced analytics. No password sharing, no constant navigation in and out of client space, an audit log, and different permissions for all your team members. You can test, learn, and improve way faster than with any of the tools on the market. As a result of switching to QuickMail, they were able to book 4.2 times more meetings compared to previous solution, adding $347,000 in monthly recurring revenue alone. And when the time came for their exit, they rolled straight into a seven-figure acquisition. You can do it too. Today, we have LinkedIn automation, so you can easily perform multi-channel campaigns and increase results drastically. Most agencies think switching cold outreach tool means cheaper options and saving money. They also often avoid changing their tool, regardless whether they're scaling or not. Let me tell you, QuickMail works because it's not built like most tools in the market. Most cold outreach platforms are built with one-person team in mind. Basic setups, few inboxes, few LinkedIn accounts, maybe a Chrome extension to make it look good. And that's fine if you're having a couple of clients running 5 conversations a day. But if you're managing dozens of clients' accounts and trying to keep reply rate high, those tools collapse under pressure in many ways. 1, deliverability suffer as you increase volume. 2, the stats inform you after the fact, so it's really hard to know what's working and what's not. 3, your team has a hard time to collaborate on multiple accounts at the same time, which is clearly problematic if you're running an agency with more than one person. And of course, this costs a lot of money when you're expanding and relying on the tool to do the job. That's what most agencies are missing. They've got lead, they've got an offer that works, but their tool is impacting their results badly and leaving money on the table without them even realizing how bad it is. When a campaign underperforms, they often question their copy or test a new lead source or revisit their strategy. But if your email doesn't make it even to the recipient inbox, it doesn't matter how good your list or your copy is. If the analytics are showing you a wrong picture, it doesn't matter how much A/B testing you're doing. If the team is losing time managing campaigns between clients, you're wasting hours that you could be spending booking more calls. Once you got a reliable system in place, that feedback loop keeps getting stronger. But if you're stuck with tools that breaks every time you try to push volume, that loop never even starts. The results don't improve, your clients leave, and eventually you start thinking, maybe Outbound doesn't work anymore. It does, but your tool is probably not helping here. Now let's talk about migration. When your team is used to a platform, it can feel like a huge hassle to move to a different one. And I totally agree with that. In fact, this alone is why most agencies stick to bad tools that end up costing them a lot more money than they think. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Not changing is the riskiest move of all, especially in this fast-paced industry. You keep burning leads, wasting time, and not getting great results. The good news is that QuickMail can help you with that. For agencies, we've built a white glove migration service, meaning you won't have to transfer all your data yourself and disrupt your existing workflow. We'll walk you through the entire migration process, step by step, just like we've done with a ton of agencies before, including the one we just talked about. So the real question here is not just how do you use the tool, although it's part of it. The question is to know if you're using the right tool for your current and future needs. A bad tool makes you think your strategy doesn't work. A good tool gives your strategy the space to perform. That's a real gap, that's a real risk, and that's the reason why this agency succeeded and made it big. So if you're serious about growing your agency, keeping your clients without growing your team, and getting better results, QuickMail is definitely worth a look. We have a free trial, so why not give it a go with your next client and see for yourself.